So we're here today with Leah Gibson and Joshua Sass of DirecTV's new TV show Rogue. So I want to ask you right off the bat, you play a couple that's kind of entrenched in this family, of this mob family that's kind of our new, the Laszlo's family. What sets them apart from every other mafia family?
That's a good question. Well, I suppose this is something you've never really seen an insight into a mafia family like this before. A mafia family, a family of the current age, and you're seeing more of the family dynamic, and people would the families dealing with the consequences of their actions. I mean, we're very, very power hungry, and
one thing that I love so much about the writing of this show, Matthew Parkhill, the show creator, has taken some sort of classic themes. You know, you've seen this scenario before. You've seen like a cop show, the mob, the mafia, this sort of thing, gangs. But so there's some sort of classic themes and archetypes at play, but they're very present. They're very in the now. They're very raw and real. And the family dynamic that is profiled in this show is just very, I think people will relate to it. You don't feel like you're watching a classic mafia mob show.
And I really see also there's a lot of challenging of gender roles in the show, especially. We've got with the character of Thandie Newton's character, and then also your relationship. It seems from what I saw in the pilot that you're really kind of going to be pushing him a little. You're the pushy mob wife. Can you tell us more about how that develops in the show? Because you shot 10 episodes so far, right?
We have, yeah. We've done the first season.
Anything you can tell us?
Oh, man. Yeah, there are a few things without giving everything away.
well, I think one way to answer it, I suppose, is that I think in a lot of mafia, to use the word mafia, I mean, I wouldn't call that we're not mafia. We're a crime syndicate family.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's a more modern.
Yeah, we're not Italian American, and you know we represent a huge portion of what's
also
going on in America.
California.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, these families aren't trying to sort of outdo each other. They're trying to work together, and it's seeing what the cracks that start to appear when they're making judgment calls on where to go with their life. And obviously, our family, we have our daughter, and so we're trying to kind of go our own way with it as well. And you're watching the struggle of, can we keep it together, or are we going to break out, or what's going to happen?
Yeah, I loved playing a character as strong as Kathy is. And to me, there was a lot of Kathy's power is in everything that's unspoken, right? Just what is she feeling, and how does that come across? She knows her place. She was not born into a family like this. She has stepped into it and plays a role in it. And what are the choices that she's made along the way, and how does she justify her piece in all of this world, and for me, she's very much completely defined by her relationship with her husband and her immediate family, and so I feel that in some way she's nasty, like she's up to no good in a sense, and yet that is her reality, that is her truth, and she wants the best for her family, and so all of her motivations and ambitions, which she encourages her husband to carry out, are for the best intentions of their world, their family.
And things are very tangled in this family, and like we see that you get pushed up against your father, played by Martin Chokas, I believe is how you say that?
Yeah, Chokas.
You get pushed up with your father, who's played by Martin Chokas. How is that? What's it like playing against him?
Martin's actually wonderful to work with. I mean, he's a very intense guy, but so am I when I'm on set. So we collaborated really well on that. We spent an awful lot of time talking about the scenes that we were going to do, and we'd have supper for sort of 6 hours before we'd go and do a scene for another 6 hours. But he was great, and that dynamic between the two of us is crucial to the plot of the show. The thing with Alec and Jimmy is that Alec's constantly trying to please him, and he represents everything that Jimmy's come from and the core of who Jimmy is. And the problem with Alec is he's constantly being emasculated by his father, and he wants nothing but to please him. So that's a really kind of electric, kind of magnetic pulse thing that you're getting there. And Alec, it's just he's been stuck in a rut a little bit. He keeps on trying to please him, but he keeps on getting put down. And his wife, he's giving him the kick and the confidence to do what he needs to do.
And they can be misguided intentions as well.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, the kind of the morality of the show, the audience are really getting questioned. What is good and what is bad, and what's right, what's wrong. Should we be doing what shouldn't? What's good for us is good for the for people in general. So the consequences of what we're doing are really being explored.
And every family dynamic, I mean, everyone's family dynamic is a complicated
This is
little
just going to be a
tangle,
little bit
really.
more crazy, right?
Well, it's just in a different sort of setting,
Mhm.
really, is how I see it. But
So if we have some time here, I also want to talk about the fact that this is a new format that's being, kind of pushed out there here. DirecTV is producing this themselves.
Mm-hmm.
What is this like? Because, I mean, there's a 10-episode deal already, right? And they've all been shot, and they're now going to all be airing. What is that like for you? Is it any different?
Yeah.
I mean, you have theater experience, correct? Have you been on TV before?
No, I don't think
So
I
this
have
is
done
your
TV.
first-
oh wow,
No.
I didn't realize this was first TV.
Yeah.
This is very filmic TV, though.
Yeah.
To be honest, we shot this like a film. I mean, the difference, because this is DirecTV's first original drama, they have given everybody involved an incredible amount of freedom. And because we haven't just shot a pilot and we're hoping that it's going to get picked up and hoping that it's going to be successful, we already know that there's a lot of confidence there, in us and the writing. And that confidence was prevalent when we were shooting. They gave the writers an incredible amount of freedom, and we were there, and collaboration with the actors. I mean, when we were on set, if we had any questions or queries or want to explore different avenues, they really gave us that opportunity. And a lot of the time, I think, on network television, you get reprimanded, and they're like, look, you can't do this, you can't say that, the watershed's this, that, and the other, and we didn't have any of that at all, which is incredibly liberating.
Yeah, it was really exciting to be a part of this because it's a new venture in a sense for DirecTV. It's their first original scripted show, and so you can feel the tangible excitement behind what they're supporting us with, and they've been collaborative and just genuinely excited, and so.
And what got you excited? Like, what got you on board? You said that you loved Matthew Parkhill's writing. So.
I did. Well, really, I mean, initially when I heard about it, Tandy Newton is.
Okay.
I have utmost respect for her, and I know her, her career. She's done some wonderful works, and so I was just curious, out of curiosity, and when I read the pilot episode script, I was like, the writing's amazing, and really, I mean, really innovative with just some sort of classic themes that are just raw and real and human, and that is so exciting to play and be a part of.
How about you?
To be honest, mate, shows like this don't come around a lot. And as an actor, shows, like The Goodfellas and Scarface and all that kind of stuff, to have the opportunity to create a character like Alec was one I wasn't going to pass over. So it was a sort of no-brainer.
All right. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thank you.